So I just watched SpongeBob Search for SquarePants. It was alright, a little underwhelming. I didn't mind it. I just thought it was okay. Um, I usually like every single SpongeBob project, but there's some issues I have with this one. So let's go back to the studio and review it.
I'm ready! Okay, guys, I didn't do an intro to this video. I apologize. Well, I kind of did, but I usually start at the studio, say my thoughts, and then I do it in theater and then an out. I just did an out this time because I was with somebody, so I didn't think I needed to do all that. Anyway, SpongeBob: The Search for SquarePants. Boy, was I excited for this one. I'm a little underwhelmed. I thought it was a good movie. I don't think it's bad like how people are putting it out to be. They say like this is the worst SpongeBob movie ever, and I don't think that's the case. Okay. I like this movie as a fan, a SpongeBob fan, but I'm gonna start with a little bit of my issues with the movie. And my main issue is this SpongeBob movie is made for this generation. And it kind of puts some elements in this movie that is like from this generation. And it's just, it doesn't feel like older SpongeBob. Now, I kind of defend newer SpongeBob, even though it doesn't really feel the same. I still like newer SpongeBob. Obviously, the older seasons are the best SpongeBob projects you could possibly ask for of the SpongeBob fandom, but I just... there was something about this one that just felt completely way off. A little different even from newer SpongeBob. And I just don't know what that was. I just got that feeling. I'm like, okay, this is for the kids that watch TikTok, watch fucking Skibidi Toilet. Fuck it, whatever. I don't know. Yeah. One also thing that's kind of weird, and I know the director was thinking this. There's no way he didn't. Ice Spice was talking about her role. She's one of the main cast members. But she's only in here for 5 seconds. What the fuck? I swear the director had to be like, you know what? You know what would be really good for this movie? To get all the newer generation and all the kids in? Let's put Ice Spice in there. Let's put her in the cast. And let's market her. Fuck it. Let's ask her to make a song for this movie, which I can't get out of my head. Oh my god, it's so annoying. And I'm not the biggest Ice Spice fan, as is, but she was literally advertised. And she's in there. Less than 10 seconds. You literally see her roll in the trailer. I'm not even kidding you. And that was just a way for them to be like, yup, watch our movie, kids. And that's the kind of shit I'm like, okay, come on, really? That's the kind of shit that irritated me. Just like little stuff like that. And I shouldn't be like nitpicking because this is a movie made for kids. But as a SpongeBob fan, I gotta nitpick that because I'm like an OG SpongeBob fan. And that didn't feel like SpongeBob. That felt like this generation bullshit slapped with SpongeBob. You know? SpongeBob is supposed to feel like SpongeBob. SpongeBob's not supposed to feel like anything else but SpongeBob. But here it didn't. It didn't sit right with me, and it was like really weird. Also, some like of the animation style, I will give all my credit because the animation is beautiful in here. I think it's really good. But there's just some quirky things that SpongeBob does. The music also doesn't really fit in well with the movie. Like there's like rap in here that I just don't feel like fits the tone of SpongeBob at all. Like I said, Ice Spice, like what the fuck? Like, I swear, they just took everything that the kids are watching nowadays and just... The kids aren't supposed to make SpongeBob. SpongeBob is supposed to make the kids. That's what this kind of was. They kind of misinterpreted that in this movie, and that was my main issue. It's like what my friend said when we were watching this. It's the same thing with her with Scooby-Doo, right? Like, Scooby-Doo, like, started off really good, and it just, the newer projects don't hit as much because of a newer audience. And I always get it. I always understand directors are trying to appeal to younger audiences and new audiences and stuff. But why don't you teach these younger audiences what we experienced and still have the same heart, you know? So you can surprise another generation of kids and introduce them into a character, but why change it all the way when it's already perfect? Like, I just don't get that. Like, they completely just missed the mark there, and I just... it was really underwhelming. But that's basically my main issue with the movie. Otherwise, I thought it was a fun movie. I still am a true SpongeBob fan at heart, and I still enjoyed it. I thought the pacing was a little wonky, but it's a fucking SpongeBob movie, what do you expect? I thought there was really good emotion between Mr. Krabs and SpongeBob, and definitely Mr. Krabs has been one of my least favorite characters, especially in the newer seasons of SpongeBob. I think he's a complete asshole. But in this movie, he actually felt like old Mr. Krabs. He actually felt like a different kind of Mr. Krabs, if anything. Mr. Krabs was definitely a standout in here. And that's saying a lot, because I'm not the biggest fan of the character. And I think him and SpongeBob's, even though they don't have screen time together that much, you can still feel the weight between the two, and you can tell they have a very good bond together. And watching the show before this would help that. And I think that was really well done. I think Squidward and Gary being on the road trip with Mr. Krabs was really good. I thought that was just really good. I well done. I love how Gary's also included. That was... He's never on any adventures. He's just the pet. But the fact that they brought him on with the trip, I thought that was really funny. The humor doesn't always land, especially if you're an adult. If you're a kid, if you put this in front of a 3-year-old, they're going to have a fucking blast. But if you're an adult, you're going to roll your eyes a little bit here and there. There are some fart-ass jokes. It's my kind of humor, but even then... Like, there were some jokes that I'm just like, okay, alright, yep. Didn't need to see that. Didn't need to see Patrick saggy asshole. It's I don't know. And they show it like 3 times in this movie, and why? Also, another issue actually I have with is some of the humor is like repeats. So do you know how when a joke is like funny when they just say the same thing over and over again? That can be funny, but it always depends on the scene in the context of the scenario. You can't just throw in a joke like that. Like, there's this one joke in there, there's like, I don't even know, for example, but it's just them repeating shit. And for a kid, that would be hilarious. But for us adults, it's like, okay, what's so funny about this? Like, how is this funny? I don't see it at all. And yeah, it's just that's one of the other issues, is the humor doesn't always land. But when the humor hits, it hits. I was giggling. I was laughing. This is a fun time. I really love the horror aspect too. I really liked it. There's some pretty creepy imagery in here that I think if you're having a kid, they're going to be a little freaked out just by the imagery. Not because of how scary, but just because of the imagery. There's like dead fish, captains, skeletons that are pretty creepy for a younger audience. But I think overall, I think this was a fun movie overall. And I really don't know what to give it on my TV scale. Because although as a true SpongeBob fan, I would love to give this the golden TV. But just because of those issues I have with it, and it just didn't feel like It felt like the kids made SpongeBob, not SpongeBob made the kids. And in that, I have to give it to the Bronze TV. I do like this movie. I think it's fine, but I just have my issues with it. Is it a movie I'd rewatch? Maybe one night if I'm bored as fuck and want to watch a SpongeBob project? Yes. Is this my go-to SpongeBob movie? No. No. But it's a good one. I think it's a fine inclusion to the trilogy. So I hope they continue making SpongeBob movies, but I hope they really get a hold of themselves and not let this newer generation make SpongeBob, because I don't know. I don't know if I like if that's controversial. I don't know if I'm like shitting on this generation, because I'm from this generation myself. Like, I'm about to turn 20 on Friday. So it's just, I don't know. It's something weird that I just didn't expect. And yeah, guys. I love this movie, but I had my issues with it. So it's a fun movie overall. So have fun with it, guys. Anyway, that is my SpongeBob. I almost said Sponge on the Run. Search for SquarePants review. Also, Mark Hamill did a great job. I went through the whole movie and I said, that voice sounds so familiar. Who the fuck is that? And I didn't know till the very end of the movie that was Mark Hamill. So there's that. I was so pissed. How did I not know that? How did I not know that? Come on. It just clicked for me. Sorry, I'm rattling on now. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.